Okay guys, I'm going to tell you a wee trout pattern, and this one's called the Hutch's Pennell. What we're going to do is just finish off at the head with a muddler head instead of the traditional white cock hackle. So the hook in the vise is a size 10 standard heavyweight wet fly hook. The thread I'm going to use to tie the fly is uni thread 80 in black. So I'm just going to come in and we'll get the thread started behind the eye of the hook. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to run the thread down just in open turns just until I'm at the barb of the hook. There's a tag at the back of the fly of Silver Tinsel. I'm using here the silver and gold Muddler tinsel from uni in size 12. Now I'm just going to work this around the bend a tad and then bring my thread back up. Now you can put some super glue on there just to get the tinsel to adhere to the hook. The fly will last a wee bit longer, but I don't really use it, so don't bother. Anyway, just going to bring my tinsel up to there, follow it around with my thread, and then come in and trim away the excess. Now the tail on the fly is a golden pheasant tippet feather, and I'm going to use one dyed fluorescent yellow. So the natural tippet feather will do. I'm just using this to give it a wee bit of extra colour. Just take off the amount of fibres that you like to see in the tail. Just going to offer this over the back of the hook. Just going to come around with a pinching loop, and then these are just soft turns, working my way up the shank, and then I'm going to come in and trim these the length of the body. The rib is a small silver wire, and this is a UTC silver wire and small that I'm using. So I'm going to work my thread back down to the tail. The body is Peacock Herl. This is Peacock Herl dyed black. So I'm just going to take 3 strands off. You can use ordinary Peacock Herl, do the same job. Right, just going to concentrate then, just open turns, just tying in the Peacock Herl and the remainder of the cut end of the tail. Right, you get your Peacock Herl. I'm going to wind this the opposite way, just basically counterclockwise, touch and turns. Up the length of the body. Just follow this across with your thread and then get a turn onto the hook. Do that a few times just to make sure your Peacock Herl is locked in, and then you can come in and trim away the excess. Then I'm going to come up with my rib. I'm making 4 turns of the silver wire onto the body up there, follow it around with my thread, and then a couple of nice tight turns to secure that in. Come in and trim away the excess. Now, not looking too bad. Hackle. This is just a cheap Indian hen cape that has been dyed black. I do prefer the natural black, but this one's dyed black. It's a good cape. Me cheap capes. A couple of turns will catch in the tip. I'm going to fold the tip back and bring my thread turns back up over the tip on the hackle. Come in, locate the tip, you can break that away, and then you're looking a couple of turns of the hen hackle. One more will do me, that's plenty there. So I'm just going to follow this around with my thread and get a couple of tight turns in there just to secure that hackle in, and then you can come in and trim away the excess. Anything that's going forward, just these wee fibres, just come in, stroke them back, bring your thread to the eye and back up, Just going to open these up a wee bit just so I can have a wee look at it. Now the head is usually at this stage you'd put on a white hackle. What I'm going to use is deer hair. Well, to be precise, deer belly hair in white. It's here. So I'm going to take off a good lump of the deer hair. I'll trim that away. I'm going to stack it. So I'm just taking off just any of the rubbish, the fluff from the bottom. Just try and clear that out the best you can. Get my stacker. Pop this into the stacker, tips first. Give us a rattle on my desk. All the tips have lined up for us. So we'll take it out of the stacker. Now I don't want to cover all my black. So I'm just going to measure this. And then come round with a couple of loose turns and let the deer hair spin. Now at this stage, keep your thread tight. And just come in and fold this back. Get a lock and turn in. Just fold it all back. Nice tight turns of thread in there. And then you can come in with your whip finishing tool and throw in a whip finish. Come in, trim away your tan thread. Now, looks a mess. Give a wee spin over. Just bring this all out. This is the fun part. Just a wee pair of cheap curved scissors, just like the start at the side. Just come in and trim your deer hair. You just want to get that shape into the head that you like. Everybody has their own preference. Just take away some of the wee stragglers that we missed on the first pass. Just take your time. And then you've missed, you can just break off, trim them the length that you want to be. Just have a wee look. The fly. I'm happy enough for that. Let me get my waste basket back out of that way. Just have a wee look. Okay, I'm happy enough for that. Now just to finish off, gotta put some varnish on in there. So just get some of your clear varnish. It's right into the eye. You can just work it right the whole way right round. Just make sure you get that thread sealed up. And then you can come in, I've got a bit of waste wire on my desk. And just clean out the eye. And there you go guys. So that's the Hutch's Pennell, just tied with the wee small muddler head. Good wee fly to have in your box. I've caught fish on that and down in Fermanagh. It's a good wee fly. So look, tie a few up. Hopefully you can catch a few fish. As always, many thanks for taking the time to tune in to view the video. If you like the wee videos I'm putting together, please think about subscribing to my channel. Helps the wee channel out. And until next time, tight lines.